Hello everyone, this is Christine Wallace and welcome to my channel. If it's your first time, I do weekly tutorials on flowers out of gum paste and cold porcelain, so consider subscribing. Now this is my second season of Tip Tuesday and I'm going to be talking about gum paste and nothing but gum paste. And today I'm going to cover some common questions about gum paste that I get on a regular basis on my social media and in general. Gum paste and sugar paste, is it the same thing? Yes, it is the same thing, and sometimes people confuse sugar paste with fondant because it's kind of logical, but it's two different things. They're wrong, we're right. Gum paste and sugar paste are exactly the same. Now the next question is about shop-bought gum paste versus self-made gum paste, and this is a very good question, and I would say that shop-bought one is expensive, it's whiter and it lasts longer. However, for the most part, I find that as Nicholas Lodge's recipe, self-made gum paste brings about better results, it's less fragile, it's a lot cheaper, even if you add a little bit of white paint to whiten it up. So I would say that self-made gum paste takes my vote here, and I probably am going to make a separate video on the difference between the two. Fondant versus gum paste. I already made a full video on that, but I would say that gum paste is great for flowers and so on, and fondant is fantastic for covering cakes, and pretty much you can't do it the other way around. You can't really make nice flowers out of fondant because it doesn't stay firm for long enough, it doesn't roll as thin. You can just do it for cupcakes. How long does it take to dry gum paste? Now this is a $1 million question. I would say that if you roll it thin enough and your humidity is about average, then it would probably dry very nicely overnight, or at least with average humidity where I live, and I roll it quite thin. For me, it dries like this perfectly. But the best way for you to gauge it in your own environment is to run a test. But yes, about 12 to 24 hours, sometimes a little bit more, is an average. Is gum paste good to use on cupcakes? It's not very good to use to cover cupcakes, to give them this little flat covers. You have to use fondant for that. But you could make flowers out of gum paste. They would look very beautiful, just like they would on cakes, but you have to consider choking hazard. Gum paste is really quite a choky, hard thing. It's not as edible, so people most likely not going to eat it and it's going to be a waste on the side. I would say that from my experience, people choose to decorate their cupcakes with fondant a lot more often than with gum paste. So next question, can you keep gum paste flowers in the fridge? I would say that yes, you can, but you have to do it really, really carefully and pack your flowers really well so that the condensation does not get to your flowers. So personally, I would avoid it at any cost and leave my cake to the last minute to decorate, but if impossible, seek particular guidelines, do a test and be careful. The same goes for freezer, although I don't have personal experience because I never really tried to freeze my flowers in the fridge. And this is it. These are the main few questions I wanted to consider. Thank you for watching this video, and next Tuesday I'm going to look at problems, common problems with using gum paste. So stick around, subscribe, share this video if you found it useful, and I see you on Thursday with a new flower tutorial.